As so many of us start to reunite with loved ones, you might be a little rusty on those hosting skills.
That's right, but fear not. We have the hostess of all hostesses with the mostesses, Elizabeth Heiskell.
Heiskell.
She's out with a timely new book. It's called Come On Over, focusing on celebrating each and every day. Elizabeth, we want to come on over. Congrats on the book. What made you...
Oh, God, I wish y'all would. I wish y'all would. So today we're doing sausage stuffed mushrooms. Then we are going to knock people out with a Brie pasta.
Stop it.
And then I'm telling you, a 3-ingredient chocolate pot of cream. The good news is, guys, let me tell you something. People have been locked up in those houses now for about a year. So the bar is set real low. So if you're normally nervous about entertaining,
there's a bar.
this is the time. I mean, I can invite people over to my laundry room, throw out some half-stale nuts, a bottle of lukewarm bourbon, and honey, those people are going to be like, oh, my God, that was the best
party
I've ever been to. So I promise you, this is it. It is your time. So I do want to talk about these mushrooms because they're super simple. I've got some soft cream cheese. I have some, I've got some onions and I have some peppers. Now, none of my friends are going to come to my first party. They're going to be like, no, she's going to put us in her laundry room. I'm not having it. And then we've got some sausage. I went on and cooked that and drained it. And then we're going to add that to our softened cream cheese, just a little bit of Worcester. Yeah. And now we'll just mix this up. And then look at how simple. All we do is mix that really well. It's going to go into our little mushroom caps. We just pull that little stem out, brushed off a little of that organic matter, and then we're going to pop those into the oven, 350. And then look at them. Are those just not incredible?
Let's see.
Those
just little bite mushrooms.
Yeah, they're super easy, and and everybody gets their own portion. So it's not like you're, just dipping out of something. All right, now we're getting to the serious business.
Okay.
All right.
So this is our Brie pasta, and y'all, you're going to die. You're just not even going to make it through this one. So look, I've got a cast iron skillet. This is a whole wheel of Brie, okay?
Oh, wow.
All right, we're going to put that down. I've already cooked my
do you
pasta.
cut the edges off and everything, the hard stuff on the Brie?
Excuse me. Yes. Thank you, Dylan. So what we do is we're just going to take the top off. I want you to leave the sides on and the bottom, okay? So just that top's going to go off. We put it in our skillet, 350 degrees till it gets all melty and gooey. I already have my pasta here. I'm going to add a few red pepper flakes. I've got a little parsley, some green onions, and honey, that's for you right there, Hoda. A little bacon.
Bring it.
A little bacon, why not? All right, now watch this.
Do it.
So then we'll take our pasta, and we're going to go right into this Brie.
Look at that. Look at that. What's happening?
Have you ever?
No.
So what you'll do is you would do this right in front of your guests. I mean, you really want to make them just, fall out, honey.
Yum.
And then here we go.
Look at that.
And that's
It's more cheese than pizza.
That's a whole.
Yes.
Have you ever?
That is ridiculously delicious.
Okay, now look, this is from my cheat days chapter, so I warned them. This is cheat days right there. That is Fat Pants Sunday. Okay, now these pot of creams. I love some fancy French because, I think it just, whenever I speak like that, it makes me feel so important. So all it is just chocolate pudding in French, but we're going to call them pot of cremes. And it's literally 3 ingredients. It's chocolate chips, half and half, 3 eggs. So what you do is you get that half and half super hot, pour it into your blender, take your chocolate chips and your eggs, and you turn that baby on for 3 minutes. That's it. And then pour it in. Now, I love these little tiny baby shot glasses. Those are super adorable. That's not enough for me, though. I mean, I want a big old stemless martini because if I'm going to do it, baby, I'm doing it all the way.
We love you, Haskell.
No one does a cooking segment like Elizabeth Heiskell.
It's right before Mother's Day, guys. I want you to get this book. Now, Craig, I told you last time to go ahead and get it ordered for Mama Melville, and I'm assuming you've done that.
I did.
Did you do it?
No, I just lied on television, but I'm going to.
Okay.
I promise.
All right, you better
Might be watching
her after this segment.
All right.
Elizabeth, thank you.
Thank you so much. Get out and get the book.
Yes. By the way, in case you hadn't heard, Elizabeth has a book. You can find it. It's called Come On Over. It's today.com/shop. And if my mother's watching, I am going to order it for you for Mother's Day. For more on these recipes, it's today.com/food. This morning on Today Food, we are joined by one of our all-time favorite chefs. Today, a contributor, Elizabeth Heiskell.
Yeah, she's got some good news to share. A new cookbook. It's called Come On Over. Southern Delicious for every day and every occasion. It comes out in a few months. It's now available for pre-order.
And this morning, Elizabeth is showing us how to make a couple of delicious recipes, really easy ones from her book. Girl, how does book launch day feel? How you feeling?
Oh, my God, I'm so excited. I mean, I seriously might spontaneously combust right here on this set. You know, it's been a hard year, and it's so good to have something to look forward to, something to get excited about. And we are going to inspire you with this book to celebrate every day. I mean, like this chicken divan casserole and caramel brownies, that's from our weekdays chapter. So look, when those kids come down for breakfast and they look at you with that face and they say, you know, what's for supper? You know, like breakfast wasn't enough. Then you can say, oh, honey, chicken divan and caramel brownies. And I mean, the world's going to be happy. I mean, seriously, it's going to be Tuesday.
Oh, it's catching on.
It's happening.
Oh, my gosh, it's finally, my dreams are coming. Tuesday's really catching on. So what are we making for Tuesday dinner?
Absolutely. So here we go. We have the chicken divan casserole. It is so easy. I have some cooked chicken and broccoli that's already in here. We're going to add a cream of mushroom soup, and that can be any can of cream of is going to be just fine. Whether you've got cream of chicken, cream of celery, it doesn't really matter. We have a little bit of half and half. That was sour cream.
Wow.
Cheddar cheese, people. Got to have some cheese if we're making a good casserole. And now we have all of our spices. So we've got a little bit of seasoned salt, a little bit of onion powder, some pepper, okay, and a little bit of garlic powder, and then we've got a little salt. And Mama was real funny. She loved to be exotic in the Mississippi Delta, so she would add curry powder to everything. I think it just made her feel real fancy. So you can add curry powder to this or not. It's completely up to you. We're going to mix this all up, and then we're going to pour it into our 9x13 casserole. Now, I serve this over my good friend Mike Wagner's Two Brooks Farm rice. And then look, we're going to pull out our good china. It's Tuesday. But I'm telling you, if we don't start using these things that we love, I mean, you're missing. There are so many more Tuesdays in a year than there are New Year's Eves. And, honey, we're just going to pull it out and enjoy it.
Exactly.
I mean, what in the hell are we waiting on?
How about the dessert, Elizabeth?
Now, this is the best. So a lot of times we're running short on time during the week. I'm going to give you the easiest, fastest recipe you've ever seen. We're going to use a store-bought cake mix, and we use German chocolate cake mix. I've already made that with evaporated milk, and what you do is mix the melted butter, cook off half of it, okay? So just half, you're going to put that in the bottom, and then we're going to top it with chocolate chips. We add our caramel. And then once that's done, you smooth that out. And then you come back over with the rest of that topping that we had put in the fridge. And you just thin it out. It's almost like you're going to make a tapestry to cover the entire thing. This is going to go back in the oven on 350 degrees. And, honey, you have got a dessert that is
Can I ask one question? Elizabeth, looks yummy.
Yeah,
so do you actually wait?
Look at those
It looks crazy. Do you mix the cake mix like you're making a cake the way that they tell you?
No, you don't. So it's just the cake mix,
just
melted butter and evaporated milk. And then you mix that up. So that's where we're taking a shortcut. And I'm not embarrassed to say it because I want your kids to have dessert tonight. And this is a way that you can do that. So this book has it has recipes for celebrating everything. So whether it's a beach day, I've even got a chapter on diet days. We're even going to make that fun.
That's probably a short chapter.
We got a cheat day. Yeah. And then we've got cheat days. We have beach days, party days, Delta days. So
Love
please go ahead.
Do you have Fat Tuesday?
Yes, Fat Tuesday. Absolutely. That's going to be in the next book.
All right.
But, you know, with I've got 3 kids. 2 of them are in college, and I've got 1 going on the way. And they really like expensive shoes, and we got to sell this book. So look, it comes out May 4th. So, look, Mama Melville, I know she wants a copy, and this will be right before Mama's Day. So, Craig, get on that phone as soon as this segment's over, and let's get that.
He's on it.
Yes,
all right,
ma'am.
you can pre-order that copy of Come On Over. Just go to today.com/shop. And to get your hands on those recipes, those two at least, check out today.com/food.
Elizabeth, we love you.
Yeah.
Good luck with the book.
Well, honey, I cannot thank you all enough. Cheers.
Cheers.
With the temperatures heating up and people starting to throw larger gatherings, it's time to get you ready to host some friends and family for a hearty meal.
And who better? Who better than our friend and hostess with the mostest, Elizabeth Heiskell? She's going to help us out. She's got a new cookbook out. It's called Come On Over, and she's got a Fix Ahead Friday recipe that's perfect for weekend brunch. First of all, we love you.
Yes.
My Lord.
Elizabeth, I have that dress, but I couldn't zip it. I couldn't zip it up.
Okay, that's kind of funny because it's barely zipped. It took 2 people to get me in this damn thing. But, so I'm only going to keep it on for just a few minutes, trying to breathe here and get through this segment.
You're the best hostess.
Yeah, and I like that you can make something ahead because often you feel like you got to make it. Here they come. They're coming in the door.
I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't know where Lionel Richie's kids were, but that song Easy Like a Sunday Morning is ridiculous because it's not. I mean, you're trying to get kids dressed. You've got Sunday school or you got a soccer game. You got something. You're looking for cleats. You're running around. This we can make today, and you can serve it on Sunday, Saturday morning. And it's one less thing that you've got to do. All right, we have eggs, and we're going to mix these up really well, and then we're adding our milk. This is actually half and half. You could use milk, but I just, why not? It's
Just
Sunday
dump it
morning.
in.
Yeah, it's not for the lactose insensitive, but that's okay.
Exactly. We've got a little salt. We also have our sugar, a little bit of vanilla, and I'm going to tell you something. Vanilla is expensive. But do not buy the imitation vanilla. It's just a sad imitation, all right?
I buy
Spend
that.
the money.
Don't get it.
I know it's hard.
Why? Because it tastes.
felt the same way. Because it just makes that much difference. The flavor is incredible in real vanilla.
I'm going to tell Henry to start
10
cutting the coupons for something else,
Exactly. It's 10 times the price, but you need it. All right, here we go. We've got our blueberries. What I did, I tossed a little bit of flour in with my blueberries so that this doesn't turn purple. That's going to coat our blueberries. It's going to, I'm telling you, it's going to protect them. We're going to put those right on in. And now we have our French bread chunks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
It's got to be French bread. Is that like a baguette or something?
Well, I mean, you could use a baguette. Any day-old bread really is going to be great. You know, if you've got French bread or an Italian loaf. Now I'm adding my cinnamon. And then we have some cream cheese. And you want to make sure that it's room temperature. I did cut it up into small pieces just so that it will kind of blend. All right, what are y'all laughing at?
Well, we just love,
Are y'all laughing at me?
No, we're laughing because of the amount of cream cheese you just poured in that bowl.
You're just like,
we know that you're Southern by that bowl right there.
It's Sunday morning, y'all.
Okay, now
it's
what are we
be
doing?
A treat. Okay, now here we go. We take our greased
Pan?
9x13 casserole dish. If you don't have one, you need to get one. Especially if you're going to get my book, come on over, because literally every other recipe calls for a 9x13. And then we're just going to take this butter. And did you notice my cute butter cow? This is something else that everybody needs is a butter cow.
Do we really need a butter cow? We need one, Elizabeth?
Because then you can keep this. Room temperature butter is always at your disposal. It's fantastic. I'm telling you. All right, so here we go. This is going to go right into our oven. Now, if you're actually making this recipe, though, I mean, obviously we're doing this for TV today, but you're going to leave it in the refrigerator at least overnight. So that's the great news. We're going to make it ahead. And then look at this, y'all.
Oh, show us, Elizabeth.
Have you ever?
Oh my God!
It's beautiful. How does
and how do you serve it? How do you serve it up?
We're gonna do a nice big spoonful, and then it's gonna go onto our plate. You could do a little bit of powdered sugar on top.
And, we got to rock and roll, and we love you.
We love you too.
Get Elizabeth's new book, Come On Over. She says you can entertain anywhere at today.com/shop.